Hey guys, what is up? Francois T here. Just turn this light on. Okay, this is a totally 100% random live chat, but oh look, okay. Got a few things I want to say, and then I'll go into the room and look at all your comments. First of all, I just want to say thank you for your continued outpour of love and support to me during what has been a rather difficult time. You guys are so amazing, and I've started attempting to reply to each and every one of you, whether it be those of you who have written to me a comment on either of my videos, in the group on Facebook, in a private message or whatever. And then I just thought, you know what, here's a crazy idea. Let's just do a live chat and say hi to you all. We might even include a hangouts at some point in this chat if you guys want it. So yeah, I don't know who's even awake or up and about at this time. If you've missed this chat, that's totally fine. I know that you guys still support me if you haven't been able to make it to this chat. But if you are here in the room, certainly say hi and I'll give you a shout out. If there's anything you want to say at all, leave it in the comments section. I'll definitely read out. I will address anything that you guys want to talk about, for sure. Whether you want to talk about the issue, whether you want to talk about something completely different, that's totally fine. As I said in my second video, the one that I did today, obviously the channel is going to remain, and I'm not going to name the person that said all this, but otherwise, if there's anything you guys want to talk about, discuss, ask me, relevant to this or not relevant to it, certainly let me know, and I will get to that throughout this chat. All right, let's head over to the room. All right, so we have a few people in the, well, quite a few people in the room. Alias is here. Hi, Alias. President A. Hi, President A. Lady Jazz is in the room. Hi, Lady Jazz. Oh, I love the picture of the unicorn. Very nice. Honey Hepburn's here. Hi, Honey Hepburn. Tori's here. She's saying, hey, guys. Hey, Tori. Lady Jazz says, can't stay long, my sweeties, but just popping in to say hello. Well, it's good to have you here, Lady Jazz. Thank you for being here with the limited time that you can be here. I really appreciate it. Tori is, yeah, saying that she's glad you can stop in as well. Alias is here. Hello. Lady Jazz says, love to you all. Love right back to you, Lady Jazz. Brittany says, hi, my lovely Francois. Hi, lovely Brittany. Thank you for being here. She says, cannot stay as I'm working, but just wanted to say I love you and I'm so proud of all you've done. Love to all of Comment Below and Let Me Know family. I'm privileged to have gotten to know you. Love this family. We love you too, Brittany. Thank you so much for stopping by. It means the world to me that you have, that all of you have jumped onto this chat to say hello, and whether it's a brief chat or whether you can stay a little bit longer, the fact that you've joined me here is very much appreciated. So thank you very, very much. Tori is sending love to Brittany. Yay, love, love, love going around the room, which is so cool, you guys, because that's what I was trying to get across at the end of the day in my second video anyway, is that Comment Below and Let Me Know is about love, first and foremost. Love, respect and appreciation and inclusion of each other, and that is certainly going around today at the moment, which I am very happy about. All right, so I'm just going to take a bit of a breath. I'm going to rehydrate for a moment, and if there's anything you guys want to say, I'm going to let you have your say in the comment section. And what we might do is in about 10-15 minutes or so, I will put up a link in the Facebook group. So if you guys want to join me in like a live hangouts, that would be great. It's something we haven't done in a while, and I think it would be great to do on a night like tonight, because you know, this is a very special moment for me. I feel like this is Comment Below and Let Me Know sort of like reinvented. So it's great to have you all here sort of celebrating this with me in a way, which is really, really cool. So I'll let you guys say anything you want to say while I try and rehydrate over here. I've come well equipped for my little party. Of course, I have my vanilla Coke. I have my crunchies. I'm good to go, you guys. Okay. Angel says, haters can GTFO. Just so you know, I've got a shiny blue spanner and I'm not afraid to use it. I like that. Angels and Tori are both moderators and they're both in the room. And yeah, so is Alias, and Alias is with us as well. So any negativity and you will be booted out right away, which is good. Yeah, so obviously there's been quite a lot of comments that have come in owing to this issue. It is an issue of a very sensitive nature, and yeah, I mean, you know, some of you have some rather interesting opinions. And I've just received a message from one of the comment below and let me know members who has said that they were offended that I was actually going to say goodbye. I think it's difficult to appreciate the situation that I was in. Personally, it's tough to deal with a situation like that, and I want everyone to know that being in that position and letting you all know what was going on was not something that I did lightly. I was very close this time last night to ending. Comment below and let me know, but I obviously took some time to think about it, and we have survived. Skylar's here. Hi Skylar, thank you for joining us. And I'm glad that we have stuck around, but I'm sorry if anyone was hurt by the fact that I was deciding whether or not to keep the channel. I hope you are very happy that the channel has remained around, and hopefully we can just focus on the fact that it has. And I haven't heard anything from the person in question since then, so I'm very happy, and yeah, very happy about that. Tori says, yeah, haters can GTFO. There will always be haters, ignore them. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Tori, and I definitely have to start doing that. Whoa, the comments are continuing to come in. Okay. Tori says, I absolutely hated watching you cry. It broke my heart. I'm so sorry that it did, Tori. It was a very vulnerable time for me, and as you guys know, with comment below and let me know, I don't edit anything. What you see is what you get with me, and you guys have been with me through the ups and the downs. You know, whether it's talking about a crappy PLL finale, whether it's me talking about some things that went down with my ex, which was a very big video that I made a little while ago, this situation, or even happy things. You know, this is unedited and unfiltered. What you see is what you get with me, but I'm sorry that I broke your heart, Tori. I really am. I was feeling quite vulnerable and quite terrible last night, but yeah, I'm sorry that I did that to you. President A says, just been watching The Good Place. You didn't do anything wrong. The Good Place is my happy place. I completely agree, President A. I love The Good Place. It's such a good show, so funny. I'm so glad you're getting into it. Brittany says, whether you left or not, Francois, it would have been the right decision for you, and that's what counts. But you made the decision to stay, and for that, you know you have all of our support. Thank you, Brittany. Yeah, and for me, definitely that's what it's all about. I know that I have you guys' support. The outpour of support was just massive and absolutely amazing. The outpour of love was overwhelming. I don't know what I kind of expected after I left word of the situation, but you guys were just totally amazing, and I can't thank you enough for that. So thank you very, very, very much. So yeah, Tori says, no need for apologies, Francois. If you need to cry, you cry. We're here for you no matter what. Thank you, Tori. I really appreciate that. Yeah, so I remember you guys supporting me when I was talking about the violent situation I was in. That was quite a few videos ago. If you guys have been here for a while, you may remember that one. You guys seem to really support the fact that I need to take some time off after visiting that one. But the reason I bring that up is because it just goes to show that I am human at the end of the day. As all humans will say, if you prick me, I do bleed. Sometimes I'm going to be happy, and sometimes I'm going to be sad. And last night was very sad. But yes, but if there is anything else that you guys want to know, want to talk about, want to bring up as far as the channel is concerned, I'm more than happy to tell you guys. I don't know why I listened to that person telling me that I'd hurt a lot of people. I guess that person just found me in a very vulnerable position, and I believed that. But if anyone does have an issue with anything that I do, I hope you guys can just come to me and let me know. I'd rather you tell me, because I don't want to be saying or doing anything that's going to hurt anyone on this channel. Brittany says, you should be proud of your YouTube journey. When I joined the family, it was so small, and look at us now. That's so true. I can't help but smile at that, Brittany. That's so true. We have grown so much, you guys. It is absolutely unbelievable how much we have grown over, when you think about it, a very short period of time. When you think about it, oh gosh, my hair is like totally messy tonight. I'm sort of trying to deal with it, but it's not wanting to sit, so I do apologize there. Okay, and Tori's saying, so true. It is, isn't it? When we think back to the very first Pretty Little Liars videos, or even like when I think back to the very first video I did, if anyone ever wanted to check it out, there's been over 300 videos done. My very first video on Comment Below and Let Me Know is a video entitled Coffee. And I think then I probably had like 5 subscribers at the time, and just going on a journey ever since then, saying, oh, if we could get to 50, oh, if I could get to 100, that would just be amazing. And we've grown, and it's been amazing. Not only has the number of subscribers grown, but we've grown together as a family, and we've all gotten really, really close. So I'm glad that we were able to do that. But yeah, so yeah, I just wanted to sort of start this chat off by saying, if there are any concerns or any questions that you guys might have, you can certainly ask me while we are here, and then I will turn it over to inviting you guys to do a hangouts. I don't know how long we will be here this evening for me, or it might be the morning for you, but certainly the evening for me. But yeah, any questions at all, certainly let me know. And then I would say in about 4 minutes, I'll turn it over to you guys. And if you want to do a hangout or whatever, then we can certainly do that. President A says, if I ever have an issue with you or anything you post, I would send you a polite message on Messenger. Thank you, President A. Yeah, so that's exactly what I mean. Like, just letting me know to the side. Yeah, Tori's agreeing. Yeah. If you have any issues, then just, yeah. Pull me aside in a way like that, messenger on Facebook, and just let me know. And you're certainly not offending me, you're just letting me know. Tori's agreeing, saying that is how it should be handled. Yeah, exactly right. But yeah, so up until now, no one has really said anything to me. No one said they've been hurt by anything that I've done. I was confused. I know there were some of you who were saying that you were quite confused by the situation and not quite understanding what was going on, and how I could go about hurting people. But and yeah, Brittany is actually saying this now. She's saying, I'm just surprised the comments were said it was multiple people that were offended. Yeah, exactly. So that's what I wanted to go into quickly. Yeah, so this person was saying that I was offending people. They weren't very specific with how, they were just saying that I was. And that's why I tried really hard to think about how in the world I was offending people, especially now, considering that the majority of the time I'm reviewing TV shows. So I don't see how you can offend people when you are reviewing TV shows. I don't know, maybe people may have disagreed with what I was saying in the review, but it's TV, so I don't know. Then I thought maybe it was bringing up the whole gay thing, because I do talk about that. But then I thought, no, look, Comment Below and Let Me Know is a rather accepting group. I don't think they would really care about that. So yeah, it surprised me as much as it surprised some of you guys, I'm sure. Tori says she was dumbfounded. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not surprised that you were. I've been spending quite a lot of time trying to work out how people could have been offended. But there you go. Brittany says, I'm not trying to slate the person who was offended, as I know people can be easily offended by certain things. I'm just confused. Yeah, and that's exactly right, Brittany. So was I. Like, just thinking about it logically, like, I've been trying to work out how I could be offending people with what I'm doing. I don't feel like, yeah, I was saying anything that was putting people down or whatever. So there you go. Brittany says, Tori, yeah, so was I. Got really teary when I saw the goodbye video. Yeah, I'm sorry that that it affected you guys as much as it did. The purpose for the goodbye video was to let you know that it was possible that it was going to go. I didn't want to sort of just delete everything. I also didn't want to delete everything without giving you guys a chance to respond. And so that's why I did the video in the first place. So I hope you guys can understand that. Yeah, that's the only reason why I did it. I didn't want to just blindside you guys and suddenly you wake up and comment below and let me know is gone and the group on Facebook is gone and everyone's going, hang on, what the heck's going on here, sort of thing. Brittany says, I told my mum and she was shocked. She started to cry and said that Francois is the nicest person. She listens to the chat with me sometimes. Aw, thank you, Tori's mum. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, so I was quite surprised myself. Angel says, I wish I could have been there. To be honest, I'm perfectly okay telling people to bleep off, just saying. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, you guys, it was surprising. I was taken aback by it, but I think the overwhelming support and what you guys have been saying in general to me sort of shows that this is not the case. And, you know, that I haven't been offending you guys. Oh, sorry, guys. Just give me one moment and I'll be right back with you. There we go. Okay, let's get back to some of these comments. President A saying it's fair enough. Thank you, President A. Skylar says, I don't understand how people were offended. Most of it is TV talk or general talk. Yeah, exactly right. And so that was my thought as well. Like, if I had said something controversial, I probably would have understood it a lot more than I did. But yeah, it's just general talk, so I didn't get it. Maria Ann is here. Hi, Maria Ann. Thank you so much for joining me. Wow, I don't remember the last time so many people came into the room, whether they've come in for a moment and had to go or if they're stuck around. Like, in total, this is pretty awesome, you guys. Thank you. Jifa says, hello, slacking off for a moment to join in. Oh, and to repeat the part of the comment left on your last video, I'm offended that you were going to say goodbye. Yeah, so I was bringing that up a little earlier, Jifa, when you left that. I'm sorry that I offended you in saying that I was going to say goodbye. I wanted to put up the video to let you guys know what was going on rather than just end the channel. And the way that I was feeling last night, I was going to end the channel. I mean, you know, it's a tough situation. I feel like this is a channel that is about all of us, but at the end of the day, I need to be here for these videos to run. And so, you know, obviously if I couldn't be here, the channel would no longer be around. And that's unfortunately just the sad truth. That's just the way that it is. So I'd rather give you guys the opportunity to comment and say whatever it is you want to say before I do delete the channel and sort of give you a heads up. And that's why I did the video. I certainly did not mean to offend. Tori is saying yes to Angels. Angels is applauding that. Skylar's saying hi to Jifa. Brittany says, did the person state what videos were offending them, Brittany? No. They were just saying that I was hurting people in general with what I was doing, with comment below and let me know, with the videos. So, yeah, I honestly still don't know what specifically it was, and I had been racking my brain for most of the night. I had a lot of trouble sleeping last night, and I was just laying awake in bed going, what in the heck have I said that could offend anyone? And that's why I thought maybe it was the gay thing, because it's probably the only controversial thing that's come up at the moment. Whether or not you agree that gay marriage should be legalized, it can be seen as controversial. So I thought maybe it's that. But you guys don't seem to mind me bringing it up, whether you agree or disagree with it. So I don't think you guys were offended by it, honestly. But, you know, that's the sad scenario that it was. Tori says to Jifa and Maria Ann, thank you for the sweet replies to my comments. Oh, how lovely. See, you guys, like, I totally get that we are part of a family, and I do love that. And I'm just so glad you guys are here. Big love heart for Skylar from Brittany. Oh, oh, Jifa, you were kidding. Oh, okay. Sorry, I took that very seriously. Jifa says, wait, I'm kidding. I love you. I was being sarcastic. Mwah, Jifa, thank you so much. Thank you for clarifying that. President A says, only person I think of that will be offended is Marlene King after everyone's rants on the PLL finale. Good one, President A. I like that. Tori says, be right back, have to feed the kid before the hangout. No problems at all, Tori. You go ahead and do that. Angel says, Marlene gave us the thumbs down on one video. Cheeky B. Yeah, exactly. Britt saying, no way. Yes, she did, actually. Jose says, haha, I am dead. Marlene King trolling. Yeah, totally, you guys. All right, give me one moment. Keep putting your comments in. I'm going to be right back with you all. So keep commenting, keep the party going. Just going to fix something rather quickly if I can. And that's going rather slow at the moment, which is really annoying. Okay, I am back, you guys. All right. Skylar says, nah, I don't think we mind. Also, it can't be social issues because you haven't had those kind of videos in a while. Yeah, that's true. So a couple of you sort of responded to my video saying, sorry, I haven't been social issues in a while. And Skylar's right. We haven't done social issues in a long time anyway. So yeah, I don't get it really. Brittany says, I think the social issues chats actually help a lot of people. Can't remember which video it was discussing it made you so upset, but I thought that was the beauty of it because we got, to share our emotions and our opinions. Yeah, totally. Yeah, so the one that got me upset was I did a random video on abuse, and I spoke about an abusive relationship that I was in, and it really affected me. And then after that, I told you guys that I needed to take some time off to deal with all the emotions, and you guys were really supportive of that. So I really appreciated that. But it just goes to show, again, it's unfiltered, unedited, and all that sort of stuff here at comment below and let me know. So yeah, I just wanted to refer to that. Yeah, I'm getting messages flying in on Facebook, so excuse the dings if you hear them in the background, but I've been getting messages flying in on Facebook like all day today. You probably heard them when I was doing my video earlier today saying that I was going to keep the show up, but that's just, again, it's your support. Like everyone who's been messaging me or leaving notifications on Facebook, they're all from comment below and let me know, and I'm just overwhelmed with all the support, so thank you to all of you. Tori is back, so thank you, that's good, Tori. And Brittany says, you may have somehow upset one person, but you've helped so many more by discussing these things. Thank you, Brittany. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I'm not looking for like compliments or whatever, but at the same time, hearing what you guys have to say certainly made a huge difference to me. Sometimes, you know, when you don't hear these things, you don't know the impact that that you have on people. And I was certainly inundated with the impact I've had on some of you guys today, and I really appreciated it. Shed a bit of a happy tear today, so that was really nice. Jifa says, tell them to get off Facebook and get in here. Absolutely, I should. The majority of them are whenever I go live. So that's facebook.com/groups/CBALMK. So not too hard to remember. We have lots of comments flooding in, which is really cool. Tori says, Francois, please check Messenger when you get a chance. I sent you something. Oh, thank you very much, Tori. I appreciate it. I will certainly check that for you. Maria Ann says, no, my phone's dying, so I have to go, but love to you, Francois, and the comment below and let me know, family. Thank you very much for that, Maria Ann. Lots of love to you too. I'm sorry that your phone's dying also, but thank you very much for being here. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you again soon. Brittany is well, a lot of people are agreeing with GFAR, which is really cool. Yeah, tell them all to get on here. We're having a bit of a party tonight. There's a lot of love out there going to Maria Ann, and thank you, Maria Ann, for coming along. We really do appreciate it. So yeah. Sorry, guys. Sort of going a bit back and forth here. But yes. So yeah, if there is any other if there are any other questions that you guys have or anything else you want me to clarify, certainly ask it now, because yeah, in a couple of minutes I will move on from this issue and we'll start the party. But I just want to make sure that, you know, I leave no stone unturned. I know this has affected some people in a really bad way. I know it's been a very tough 24 hours for all of us dealing with this. So anything at all that you guys want to say or want me to address, certainly let me know and I will do that. And then we'll move on to happier and much more fun things. Mock Rock is here. Hello, Mock Rock. Thank you for being here. Jin Cat is here. Hello, Jin Cat. You made it. Yay. Jifa says to Tori, no thanks needed. I meant what I wrote. Yay. Where are we? Yeah, Jen says hi to Tori, and lots of love is going around. Brittany says, I have to go now, guys. Love every single one of you. And Francois, thank you. You've given me a lovely family, and I can't thank you enough. You are so welcome, Brittany. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate that you've got to go and do other things. That's totally fine. But I really want to say that I appreciate that you came here today. And thank you for your messages and your comments and words of support. Thank you very much for that. Okay. Wow. This is so cool, you guys. Yeah, so I don't gather that there is much more to explain then regarding this issue. Obviously, you know, we've reached a light at the end of the tunnel. The chat will still be going. There's 10 people in the room at the moment. That is pretty awesome. Big thumbs up to all of you guys. I remember the last time we had double digits in the room. That is so cool. Big hand to all of you. Yeah, so yeah, okay, so in that case, if there is anything else that you want to ask me about this, go ahead and do that. If there is anything else that you guys want to bring up, you can certainly go ahead and do that too. It's a party, we're all invited, we're going to have some fun. So take out your soft drink, take out your snacks, and let's have a fun time together, shall we? Because that's what it's all about. It's all about having fun, isn't it? All right. So, get this party started. We need music. Wish I could put music on the background, but you guys probably wouldn't be able to hear me over the music. But yeah, if there's anything else you guys would like to bring up or talk about or discuss, certainly you can do so. I've got a lot of things popping up on Facebook at the moment. My word. That's quite amazing. I left Facebook and now all of a sudden there's like 11 notifications and a couple of messages that are coming in. Tori, I just saw a little bit of what you sent me. I don't know if you want me to play it during the chat or wait till I've finished the chat, but it looks really cool. President A says, who's looking forward to Riverdale other than me? Oh, yes, there's a lot of people that are looking forward to Riverdale, certainly including myself. Jin says, did you see where Ellen wouldn't let a chick sing on her show with Farrell because she was spitting hate in her sermon? I heard about it, actually. Yes, I love Ellen, but I haven't seen her show for a while. But I did, yes, hear about that. She was meant to go on the show, but Ellen found out what she did at the sermon and then didn't let her on the show. Yeah, good move, Ellen, for sure. I stand behind Ellen all the time. I love, love, love her. Yay, Tori is looking forward to Riverdale as well. Awesome, not too far away, you guys, which is really, really cool. I think it's like Wednesday my time, or is it Thursday my time? Thursday my time. I think it's Wednesday American time. Gotta love those time zones, huh? They can get very confusing and very annoying. But yeah, definitely looking forward to it. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with all the characters on Riverdale and see what happens with Archie's dad and everything that follows on that storyline for sure. And it's very interesting that Riverdale is coming in as Mr. Mercedes goes out, because it's the final episode of Mr. Mercedes this week. So then that will be done, and I'll be all about Riverdale after that. Skylar says, trying to fix this computer at work. Gotta go, you guys. Francois, almost done with season 2 of How to Get Away with Murder. Yay, Skylar, that's awesome. Tori says, my mum is all caught up on Riverdale and she's so excited for the new season. Yay. That's so cool, Tori. I love that she's excited for it. We're definitely going to be covering Riverdale on this channel, as I keep saying, because people keep asking me, am I going to cover it? For sure, we are covering Riverdale. It's going to be a lot of fun to talk about. And we'll do Riverdale live chats as well. And hashtag Bughead. Ha ha ha, good one, good one. I have a ship on Riverdale, but it's never going to happen. I really wanted to ship Jughead and Archie, but I just don't think it will happen. So I'll move on and definitely appreciate all the other ones. Skylar says, yeah, I got that you meant Francois, Skylar. That's totally fine. Vetty. Hashtag Betty, there you go. Veronica and Betty, why not? Veronica and Betty, Archie and Jughead, why not? Jifa says, I've never seen Riverdale, but I love Mr. Mercedes. Oh my gosh, how good is it, Jifa? I love Mr. Mercedes as well. Sort of sad that we're coming up to the season finale this week, but we have so much that we still have to discuss about that. And yeah, have to see what's going on, especially we have to see if it actually was Brady, like in the bed. I'm freaking out about that at the moment. Vetty for real though. Yeah, why not? I'm all for that. I'm all for Vetty, for sure. I love that. That would be really, really cool actually, Tori. All for that happening. Oh my. Yeah, so yeah, what else is happening? So we've got Mr. Mercedes leaving. We have Riverdale starting. I don't know where we're up to as far as American Horror Story, when that's going to be finishing. But it's been going for a while, so probably be finishing soon-ish, I would say. And for the moment, I'm covering The Good Place for the moment. So, but yeah, that's very lighthearted, very funny. So if you guys want something really lighthearted after all the mystery and shows and sort of dark stuff, Good Place is really good for a laugh. Tori says, we should do a chat video before Riverdale comes back on and make theories on how the season will go. Yeah, I think that's totally awesome. If you guys want to do that, then yeah, I'm totally up for that. So that's on Thursday for me. So we'd probably do that Wednesday night then, in that case. If you guys are up for it, I'm totally up for it too. Bye, Skylar. Hugs and kisses to you too, Skylar. Mwah. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. yeah, so if you guys want to do some sort of Riverdale theory discussion or something like that, certainly let me know, and we can definitely, yeah, do that. That could be a lot of fun. Yay. All right, you guys, so we are going to start the Hangouts really soon. Jifa says, "Oh, there is a new show coming out to Netflix called Dark. I think it's German. The trailer looks pretty good. Oh, might have to check that out." I've had a few suggestions from you guys, which is good. So if you've heard of any of these, let me know. People want me to check out The Gifted, Stranger Things, The Good Doctor, Mindhunter, and The Bold Type. Now, I've already seen the first episode of The Bold Type, and I did like it. So I'm happy to also talk about that as well. And yeah, I will say, Tori, that I am strongly considering covering the next season of Shadowhunters, because I think it's something that I really should, cover because it's a show that I absolutely love. So that'd be one that I do for me and you. Jin Cat says, yeah, Dark looks good. Yay. President A says, bye to Skylar, and that he'll be at a Riverdale Theory live chat if it happens. Awesome. Yeah, so definitely I'll get on to organizing one for us. Jin says, Mind Hunter, never saw the trailer. Yeah, I haven't either. Just someone suggested it to me. Yes, Tori, I absolutely will. I love how the last season ended so much, and I can't wait to get back into Shadowhunters for sure. It is huge, and I really, really, really would love to see other people get into it. If you're into any sort of stuff like that, you'll enjoy Shadowhunters. It's a really, really, really good show. So yeah. And I think I found the love of my life in that show too. So no, totally kidding. But if I could fall in love with a character and I couldn't have Angel from Angel, then I would have Alec from Shadowhunters for sure. So yeah, totally. Okay. Oh, Angels is with us, everyone. So what I thought I would do is bring Angels on just for a couple of moments and have a quick chat with her. And then what I'll do is invite everyone else into the room. So Angels, I understand that you are here with us at the moment.
Yes, yeah, I am. I didn't want to interrupt. I heard you discussing Shadowhunters and stuff. So I thought, okay, no, just carry on. For a second, when you said the love of my life is Angel, I was like, oh, you're so nice. Oh, no, wait.
Oh, you too, love. You too.
I actually love David Boreanaz though as well. I used to watch like originally, obviously Buffy and things.
Yeah.
And yeah, I remember loving him in that.
Aww.
Yeah.
Lovely. So we were talking before about something that I know you're very interested in. People want to do a Riverdale theory chat.
Yes, I think that would be great because it's a bit like when we used to do with Pretty Little Liars as well. Get together, figure out what was going to happen next, what was going to come next, and you know, even if we were massively let down at the end, that obviously I'm still bitter, as you know. No, that would be really good with Riverdale because I feel like this season they're going to go full out on the whole sort of dark, the mystery kind of dark kind of side of things.
Yep. No, totally. So I think that's really cool. We've gotten getting more comments flying by. Everyone saying hi to Angels, which is so cool. Alias is back with us. Tori is saying hashtag Jace, Malik, and Sizzy, which is all from Shadowhunters. Yes, absolutely. I definitely agree with all of that. Yay, big highs and hellos and lots of love being spread around the room, which, as you guys know, is what I love to see. Yay. President A says, if I couldn't have the love of my life, Janelle Parrish, I would have Kristen Bell. Yeah, from The Good Place that you were watching earlier. Have you seen any of The Good Place yet, Angels?
Not yet, actually, but it's on my list. So, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, excuse me a second. this is a work Skype call, so just give me a second. I'll be right back.
At all. All right, guys, so if you are in the Facebook group, I'm going to put an invite out for you guys to join us on the Hangouts. And if you would like to join the Hangouts, I don't know if there's a way to put it in the chat here, but certainly stay with us while we do this. And I'm going to see if we can get a few more people to come in the room and make this a real wild party. So stay with us and we'll be right back momentarily. Keep those comments coming. We will address every single one. So I am still here with you guys. It's just I'm using audio at the moment while I set this up in our little group.
All right, that's my work call done, so that's okay.
Excellent.
Yes.
I'm starting to invite people in for the party hangouts, but keep going, Angels, while I do that.
Okay. So yeah, this is just going back to Tori's suggestion of the Riverdale theories chat. That would be pretty good. Because I want to sort of theorize. I know that there's going to be loads of dark Becky as well, which I'm really quite happy about. Because I want them to play off the sort of less the kind of comic-y, sweet kind of teen drama stuff and more about like the dark mystery side. Because those are the shows that I love anyway, as you know. Like I love How to Get Away with Murder for that reason. I loved that part in Pretty Little Liars, which is why obviously I was so upset when everything was a red herring basically. Yeah. So I really, but I don't think they're going to do that with Riverdale. I think they are actually going to do put a lot of effort into the mystery, into the dark sort of mystery side. And I don't know about anyone else. How did you guys feel when I saw Cheryl in? Like, I'm really looking forward to more Cheryl as well, because I think she's going to go a bit cray in this in season 2. But I got the proper chills when she was going, it'll all be better now, mommy, or whatever, when she was in the hospital and her mum's head to toe in bandages. Yeah. I was like, what is going on there?
Oh, awesome. Just quickly, President A has joined us in the Hangout section. Hi, President A.
Hi, President A.
Hi, all.
So, hi. Right, so I've opened Hangouts chat as well. So if you do type, then we can see it.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
So I don't know if I can put the Hangouts link into the actual chat on YouTube, but I have put it in the group. To join the group, go to facebook.com/groups/CBALMK and type in your YouTube name, and we will accept you, and then you can get the link from there if you wish to do so. Otherwise, still feel free to leave comments in the chat room on YouTube. I can see the ones on YouTube, so if you guys want to keep typing, you certainly still can. Speaking of which, Alias says, so what have you guys been talking about? We've been talking about quite a bit, Alias. Quite a few things that we have covered. Including shows that are still happening, Riverdale that's coming up, which Angels will get back to, I'm sure, in just a moment. And yeah, just all different things, and just sort of celebrating the fact that we're still going with and just sending my love back to all of you, because I was so inundated with all the love and support from everyone after the video that I put out last night and the letter that I put up in the group in the Facebook group. You guys are so amazing, and so I just thought we'll have a bit of a party tonight on the channel, and then I guess back to business as usual from tomorrow, which will be good. But party tonight, drink up, have fun. Okay, so sorry, Angels. Certainly, if there was anything else you want to say about Riverdale or anything else in general, continue. Just wanted to put that in there.
Yes. Oh, sorry, just a second.
You're right. So while she's doing that, if there's anything you guys want to say, as I said, leave it in the comment box here on the channel. But you guys have been absolutely amazing. Like, you guys have come out in droves to this channel, and I really appreciate it. Yeah, so Ed's asking how it's been moderating on, you mean here in comment below and let me know? Yeah, certainly you can ask Angels that when she comes back. As a matter of fact, if you guys have specific questions that you want to ask Angels, now is the time to do so. Put in your questions for Angels and she will answer them the moment she returns. She will have some answers that I'm sure will amaze you. So yeah, certainly put your
Yeah, I'm back. Anyone can ask me anything, and yeah, fire away, whatever. How's it being a mod? Alias, to be honest with you, I've only had to get rid of one troll. So I got really excited as well. I was like, yeah, I've got a blue spanner now, I can use it. And then we didn't get any trolls. So I was like, damn, come on. But no, yeah, with the whole Riverdale thing, I'm really looking forward to it. And the one theory I have, you guys can mention in the comments or whatever if you agree with me. I think that Riverdale has the guts to kill off Fred. I actually think that they would do that. I think that with other shows they wouldn't, but I think that there's a possibility. I'm not saying it will happen, but I think that they have the guts to actually do it. I think that they're going to try and make this season, from what I see, like quite dramatic, which I'm actually really looking forward to. So, and I wouldn't mind them. It's a bit like I said in Pretty Little Liars as we got towards the end. I would have quite liked like a dramatic death of some sort. You know what I mean? Because it would give it sort of just another dimension. I'm really looking forward to Cheryl. And seeing sort of more of her and how she's obviously gone a little bit, she's lost it a bit by the looks of things. I think there was a scene of her in hospital. President A just asked me, Angel's least favourite character in Riverdale and why? Archie, because he's a total douchebag and he just like plays around. He can't make his mind up. He changes his mind like the wind when it comes to love interests and stuff. And he's just a bit gushy, like on stage with his guitar being all I haven't got a lot of time for him, sorry. I think Bessie and Veronica should just ditch Archie and date each other, to be honest. And I love Jughead as well. He's obviously a great character. I like what they're doing with him, with the whole South Side influence and that kind of thing. Be interested to see more of his dad. I just saw Alias. I just saw that you said, has anyone mentioned me in any live chats? Yes, they have. They have. They've been like, where's Alias? Where's Alias? Because you obviously haven't been around as much. Well, you've been busy, that's fine. But yeah,
absolutely.
People,
so like I just want to clarify, like I was saying in the second video, which I'm sure most of you have seen anyway. As I said, it's not a thing of I need like that everyone has to come to every single video or has to come to every single chat. Not at all. I'm not offended if you don't come. In saying that, yeah, we miss you guys when you're not there for sure. Alias.
Oh, definitely,
yeah.
It's very noticeable as well when a lot of what I'd call us lot, that you know, many of whom we are here now, sort of the regulars. It's very noticeable when some of the regulars aren't here as well. I think.
Yes, very true.
Yeah.
And I would have had Sarah come on, but I think she's asleep at the moment.
Oh, that's fair enough.
But yeah, definitely. We do have regulars that come on, and I think the people that are here right now are the regulars for sure. But yeah, definitely. Riverdale better do a serial killer storyline. Last season was one murder. They should do more, says Alias. Angel,
oh yeah. Oh God, yeah. My thoughts. I mean, I think I'd be bumping people off left, right, and centre. I love a good death. So like, but no, I think a dramatic death of like a major character would be good. All right, maybe not. Obviously, not like Betty, Veronica. I wouldn't even care about Archie, to be honest. But whatever, you can't because it's based around him. But someone like Fred, maybe one of the parents, like someone quite major. Do you know what I mean? Just so that we would have another mystery to go back to and that kind of thing. I just noticed that President A said that he'd love Veronica and Betty as a ship, would be much better than Emerson. I totally agree. I don't think, I mean, I like Emerson personally. They grew on me. I don't like how rushed they were. I feel like they had a special relationship throughout the seasons of Pretty Little Lies, but they should have started to get romantically involved quite a few episodes earlier, so it didn't feel so shoved together and so strained. But I agree. I love Veronica and Betty. I think they're great. What I like about it as well is they're the sort of the soulmates of the show, if that makes sense. Even though they're not romantically involved, they've got like a ride or die kind of friendship.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Which I feel is really good. And they're like the soulmates, and the romantic sort of interests come and go and stuff. Whereas those, it's like B and V. I love it.
Yeah. 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 Definitely. There we go.
President A just said that's why he didn't like Emerson either, because it felt too rushed. Quite a lot of people have said that, actually. They've sort of said, look, it feels a bit like to service the fans, like they've been shoved together in a really rushed manner.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I can understand why people think that. I mean, do you like Emerson as a ship?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind them as a ship. I mean, when you take in the whole series of PLL, you sort of had the feeling that's where they were going to go anyway, especially with how close Emily was to Allison at the start. But at the same time, if you had to ask me, do I think it was rushed? Absolutely, it was. They should have slowed it down for sure.
I think they had the potential as well. They had so much potential there. Like they could have started to play with it in the very early episodes of the last season.
Yeah.
So that it was more established kind of thing.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, yeah, I'm being spoken to elsewhere. Just give me 1 minute.
No problems. Take your time. Yeah, so Ayla's saying, I want to see who's on. So commenting if you're on. Definitely, if you're here and you're here for the party and you're listening in, no problems. We love when people listen in. Say hi. We'll give you a shout out. Who knows what else we'll do? I don't know. We might do the hula. We might sing a bit of song. Angels might even translate what you say into Dutch. Wouldn't that be fun? But certainly say hi, and we will go from there. We've got a few people still in the room, which is so awesome. And I've got people that are messaging me on Facebook, so I'm sort of going back and forth. And when I say messaging me on Facebook, I mean comment below and let me know people messaging me still with support on Facebook as we're speaking. So certainly feel free to contact me on Facebook, here in the YouTube chat, come along into the Hangouts, wherever you can find me. You can certainly contact me, and yeah, if it's relevant to the conversation, I'll read it out. Otherwise, if you want to send a private message, that is totally fine as well. But we are here just to celebrate the love and acceptance that is. Comment below and let me know. Alice is asking if Angels watches American Horror Story. Well, we'll certainly ask her that.
Yeah, I'm back again. Sorry, this is sort of a work day for me. It is a work day for me as well. We're back and forth, but yeah, no, I don't. But that was I've heard really mixed reviews on that. Like half the people I spoke to said, no, it's not really my thing, and then the other half like really, really like it.
Yeah.
Seems to be quite sort of polarized, so I'm not really sure what to think of it. At the moment, I have stuff that I really should watch, like that I want to watch, like 10 Days in the Valley.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I want to watch that. I need to get down to watching The Sinner, which I still haven't watched properly.
Yeah.
And at the moment, I'm also obviously watching the new episodes of How to Get Away with Murder, but in the meantime I'm doing a rewatch as well, because I noticed there were a few things that I missed.
Yeah.
Because you know what I mean? So I'm like doing a rewatch of How to Get Away with Murder in the spaces in between. Oh,
Jifa's still here. Yay, hi Jifa. Just very quickly, speaking of which, Angels, we are not the only ones that noticed Connor's hair. A lot of people are saying stuff about it, apparently.
Are they? Well, I just felt like it was quite a dramatic change. Suddenly you're like, whoa, what? Because usually when they reintroduce a new series or whatever, they keep the actors relatively the same.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. So there you go. It wasn't just us. Alias, here's what I will say. I have not seen any of American Horror Story prior to season 7, and I will keep saying that every time I do a review, because it's not fair to those who have seen it and for me just judging based on what I'm seeing in this season. But what I will say is it's interesting. They dealt with a couple of interesting social issues / phobias in the first couple of episodes. But then after that, it did turn into a mystery and we started getting a lot of reveals. And that's what kept me going with this season. Now, it can get a bit gory. So if anyone has children out there, or you might be under the age of 18, maybe even 17, I wouldn't necessarily advise that you watch it. But hey, I mean, you know, some people can handle that sort of thing, but it can be very gory. But the mystery is really awesome. I will say that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not terribly good with gory stuff. Like, I've never been a huge fan of like super gory, you know, horror films and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm not a huge fan. I sort of end up going la 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 and putting my hands over my eyes, things like that. I remember going to see things like Saw and stuff like that. I could not deal with that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh dear.
And
then, yeah, carry on.
No, I was just going to say, like, I completely agree, and I'm so glad that you brought up Saw, because what makes a difference to me is I don't want to deal with gore at all, but if the storyline is fascinating enough to capture me aside from the gore, then I will still sit there, put my hands over my eyes for the gore part, but remain with what is happening. So Saw, I found psychologically quite thrilling to watch.
Yeah.
So I just had to sort of either deal with the gore, which was not easy to do, or sort of look away at those parts. But I will say this, though. If someone is getting slashed or stabbed in a scene, I can watch that. But being trypanophobic, if I'm watching a medical drama and a needle comes on the screen, watch me scream and turn away. I cannot see syringes. I just can't. Let's get back quickly to some comments. Jifa says Midnight Texas was good. I haven't seen that yet, Jifa, but I might write it down. And she is way too far behind on How to Get Away with Murder. So what I like about How to Get Away with Murder, obviously, you know, we're covering a few different mysteries on this channel, and all of them have their own little perks. So what I love with How to Get Away with Murder is two things. One is that it's not just set in the present. We find out a bit of a mystery that happens in the future. We go back to the past. We stay in the present to work out how we got back to that future, which is all very intriguing, the way the puzzle comes together. Also, How to Get Away with Murder is not just a murder mystery. It's also a legal drama. And I love the legal side of How to Get Away with Murder. So if you like legal stuff, you might enjoy it for that aspect as well.
Yeah, I mean, Annalise Keating is one kick-ass lawyer as well. I love her courtroom scenes. But I think as well, like you said, the fact that it jumps back and forth between the time of what occurred, it keeps you on your I mean, okay, yes, you have to pay attention because it can be a little bit confusing. But once you're used to it, it's fine. But yeah. I like how it keeps you on your toes from that respect. And eventually you then end up actually seeing how the whole thing fits together. You know, so they lay it all out for you, which I really like.
Okay, I'll jump to President A and then I'll jump to what A-List is saying. President A says, worst movie you've ever seen in any genre. Oh, President A, it's a film called Sin City. And I cannot tell you what it is about, but me and my friend Sonia had to watch it 3 times because every time we tried to watch it, we got 10 minutes in and fell asleep. That's how bad it was. And we were like martyrs. We're like, we're going to finish this no matter what. We're watching nothing else till we finish this. Can't tell you what it was about, but it was that terrible. So there you go. That's for me.
I've seen terrible films. Like one of the worst, I think, for me, I don't even remember the name of it. It was so bad. But it starred the British actress Miriam Margolyes. You know, she played the nurse in Romeo and Juliet. She's quite famous, that dumpy sort of elderly actress. But she played a psychiatrist in it, a chain-smoking psychiatrist. And the whole movie was through the eyes of one of her patients. And it was just so screwed up. Like the person started tying people up in their basement and force feeding them and stuff. And then they used to go for treatment. It was just, it was so twisted and so odd. And every single scene started with the person whose eyes you were seeing it through saying 6 a.m. get up, get up, get up, get up. Like, and it was just like repetitive every single time. I think it was meant to be like a psychological type, you know, and a mess with your brain type thriller.
Yeah.
But it was awful. And another really bad one was Jeepers Creepers, the horror film. I might actually stir up a bit of controversy about this because some people loved it. The moment that the bad guy ended up being a flying demon, I was like, right, that's it, I'm out of here. It's just ridiculous. Like this flying demon that like at first it was a suspense thing. You're like, right, you know, you were expecting it to be like an actual murderer, like a human at least.
Yeah.
And no, like, you know, it was really suspense. The first hour was great, and then suddenly there's this big like demon with wings that like jumps over a car, and I was like, right, I'm done. Just had to put it off. It was crap.
The end.
Yeah.
All right, let me jump over to what Alias is saying before I miss it, and then we can go back to that. So Alias says, I did some information about the smiley faces that have been popping up in the murders, and I came across an unknown serial killer called the Smiley Face Killer. Ooh. So you know how in Pretty Little Liars we would keep getting symbols of things, certainly one of them was A, but we kept getting symbols of all different things in the show, Angels. Yeah. So in American Horror Story, the symbol is a smiley face.
That's based off a real, because I'm really into true crime as well. And the smiley face murders are like really well known. It's a group of individuals killing young college age young men. And
so you and Alias both know about it.
Yeah, weirdly, I actually watched like a documentary on it about 2 days ago, literally really, really recently. But one of them, his name was Chris Jennings or something, one of the victims, they think that he was one of the victims of that particular either killer or group of killers that had been murdering these people and leaving smiley faces near where they dumped the bodies. So it's a really creepy story. If you get a chance, look it up.
I will. Oh
gosh. Yeah. So have a look at Kaylee Elise or Rob Dyke on YouTube. They've got tons of like dark content and true crime things and all sorts of stuff. So
definitely feel there is a big twist coming, Alias. And just before we jump off AHS, I do want to get your opinion on this, Angels. Again, I know you don't watch the show, but in the next episode, there was meant to be a scene coming up where a guy opens fire onto a crowd of people, which is obviously relates nowadays to what happened in Las Vegas. I'd like to know what you think should happen in this scenario if I give you 3 options. 1, we don't air the episode. We push it back at least a week. 2, we put a warning at the start of the episode, a trigger warning. Or 3, we just show the episode in its entirety and let it go. What would you do?
I personally would because I know some people will be, it's still very raw. And a lot of people will be very upset about it, obviously, understandably. I think we all are, but especially people that have been affected. I mean, firsthand often and know people involved in it. I would suggest doing a warning at the beginning of the video and giving people the option of turning it off. And that way you cover all bases, don't you?
Yeah.
So.
There you go. Well, the decision that they ended up making was that they are actually going to delete the entire scene and go back and do some refilming, even though we only had less than a week until it was to air. So, pretty interesting.
Well, that's obviously they obviously felt like it would be severe enough that they just didn't want to show it at all. And that's fair enough. I respect that decision, to be honest, you know.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, has President A been saying anything on your end?
Yes, so I was just about to say, President A, after we were discussing the worst movies, he said that his is Snowtown, that he went to see it at the cinema but walked out after 5 minutes and demanded a refund and actually managed to get the refund, which is good.
Wow. I don't think I've but there you go. Like walking out, that's pretty cool. That you got your refund.
I walked out of the last, I think it was one of the late Saws, because Saw was really good for the first 2, right? And then it was just let's just ramp up the gore and veer away from any storyline and like you know, just make it more and more crap, basically. I thought, no, you're flogging a dead horse here. And so after a while I was like, no, I'm done. I watched about an hour of it in the cinema, maybe just under, and I was like, no, that's it, I'm done. So I walked out, and I've never gone back, because I do think with films like that, there's a beginning and a definitive end, and there should be. You know, you can't keep flogging it forever. You know, no, just because you make it gorier and gorier and gorier to the point that people were throwing up in the cinema, by the way. Yeah, it was. Then, you know, it's like, no, I'm sorry, it's done. Like, they have no storyline left, so they just sort of, you know, murder as many people in as gory a way possible. But I just don't like that at all.
I can understand that. I kept saying to people, I don't know if it is a series or not, but I would love to read Saw as a book, watch it as a film, because of the gory stuff. I think, like, I can still take in all the psychology of reading it as a story than actually watching it as a film. I don't even know if it is a series. If it is, I wouldn't mind reading it.
No, I know what you mean, and actually, it leaves a lot more up to you that way as well. That's the reason why I like to, and of course, it does have, like you said, this psychological side to it.
Yeah.
So it would make a good read. You know what I mean? It's not like it's just all about the gore. It's all about the psychology behind it, and the guy himself, and yeah, I know what you mean. I don't even know if it is a series. Is it even a book series?
I have no idea.
I'm over it.
Yeah.
Saw is an American horror franchise produced by Picture. No, I don't think it is. There was apparently a comic book prequel.
Oh. Okay.
President A just mentioned about getting his refund. The reason he used to get the refund from this Snowtown, this awful film that's apparently his worst movie, found out that he told the people that basically he got offended by the true events and that they shouldn't make money off it. And so they, no questions asked, we're just like, okay, here you go. That's pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Fair enough. Good on you for sticking by that principle, and good on you for getting your money back. I think that's pretty good. I've always said that I would do it, but I never have, believe it or not. The most controversial thing to happen to me in a cinema is when I was younger. I went with my mother and my grandmother and my sister to see a kids' film. I don't remember what it was called. We went in, we started watching the film, we're going, hang on, this seems a bit different to the ad we saw on TV. Yeah, 25 minutes in, we realized we were watching the wrong bloody film.
Oh, no.
Anyway, go. Alias says, has 10 Commandments Killer been leaving comments? Yes, he has been. It's been great having 10 Commandments Killer along. Very interesting name, but certainly he does leave his comments. Yes, yes.
I haven't seen him personally recently, but I haven't had a chance to be on all of them myself. So, but what I will do is, if we have a hangout after Wednesday, I've got my man coming to the UK, because obviously I'm here anyway for my contract at the moment, and I will be going back over to Holland with him.
Yeah.
As well, but he will be here from Wednesday. So if I have a hangout, I'm going to get, like, you know, we'll get a few of us on, and I'll stick on my webcam and make him wave to the comment below and let me know, family.
How awesome would that be?
Yeah. We can get him to like tell us fun expressions in Dutch.
Yes, we should. That would be good.
Oh dear. Sorry, for some reason I still got this damn cough. I haven't even been smoking, unlike you. Not good. Not good. Oh, excuse me. What did Alias mean? He said, Francois, have you not put it together?
Hang on. Have you not put it together? I don't know. I don't know. Do you want to clarify what you're saying there, Alias? I'm sorry, I don't quite know what you're saying. Yeah?
Yeah, so apparently, just going back to that, Saw is not in a book series, which is a shame. Oh, I just remembered another awful film, 50 Shades of Grey.
I didn't mind it so much. I never read the book, although anyone else I know that went to see it had read the book.
No,
So
I hadn't read the book either, but I just thought it was awful. It was utterly awful.
Yeah.
I didn't think that the actors themselves were bad, like in their own right, but like they didn't really have chemistry. And it was a bit awkward at times, and it was a bit like cheesy and just yeah. Oh God, no, it didn't do much for me. I have to be honest.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, yeah. I didn't think it was awful, but I didn't think it was like fantastic at the same time. But there you go. I think Tori is on the way back. I don't know if she's in the room, but she's on the way back. Oh, actually, she wants to come and join us in the Hangouts. Oh,
Great.
Wonderful. I'll just send her the link. She was saying it wasn't working for her. That's okay.
All right. Whilst you sort out Tori to get on and carry on discussing stuff, I do have to make another quick work phone call.
No problem.
So I will be back within 5 minutes. So I'll see you guys in a sec.
Cool. Go right ahead. Yeah. So President A is saying, imagine if Lucy Hale had the lead role. She actually auditioned for it for 50 Shades of Grey. Just give me a moment while I'm popping up the thing. Oh, yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, I think that would be awesome if she had the lead role. Again, we weren't saying the actors were bad and all that, but yeah, that would have been good. I did hear that that she'd auditioned for it. Yeah. And the Ten Commandments killer is. Oh, no, Alias, I had not worked that out. So there you go. Are you trying to tell me something there? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Jin Cat is saying, hi, President. I'm thinking she's saying, hi, President A. So there we go. Hello, Jin. So if there's anything that you guys would like to discuss or talk about, I mean, as I said in my videos, you guys are the ones that lead the conversation here. So if there's anything you would like to bring up, certainly feel free to. We're probably going to be here, I would say, absolute maximum another 24 minutes. That's absolute maximum, only because, sorry guys, this blasted time zone thing, in 24 minutes it's going to be about 2 a.m. where I am. So yeah, so if there's any other comments, questions, anything else you guys would like to talk about, certainly comment below and let me know. I don't know if there's anything we haven't quite covered. Comment below and let me know that doesn't involve hate. So there we go. Oh, Tori's here. She says, hey guys, it's just being weird. I'll have it handled by next time. Oh, sorry about that, Tori. Yeah, so by the way, Tori, the thing that you did for me is really, really awesome. And I'm going to tell you guys all about this when I have it finished. But Tori has done something for me. And I'm going to make a big reveal about that later. But Tori, the thing you did for me, it's not exactly working. So we're going to have to discuss that after the chat. But if we can get it to work, then it will be a huge reveal. And the Ten Commandments killer is here saying, thou shalt not. Exactly right. Thou shalt not what? No problems having you just in the chat, Tori. It is great to have you here. And it says, have no other gods before me. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Ten Commandments killer. What's that line? You didn't go out to get any gum or call Hannah, did you? Because you're A. Yeah, thanks, Tori. Yeah, I'll message you in just a moment, Tori. Jim Cat says, I think Riverdale will kill Fred. The actor supposedly has a new show. Oh, there you go. That's a good theory. I like that. I do. If anyone else has any other theories for any of the other shows that we're covering at the moment, certainly feel free to let me know, whether it be Riverdale. Let's see, what else have we covered recently? Because we've covered quite a few things. So whether it be Riverdale, The Good Place, Will and Grace, Miss Mercedes, American Horror Story, 10 Days in the Valley, although don't ruin episode 2 for me because I'm going to watch it right after this. Anything else that I've covered? Nothing really that interesting. But yeah, so anything you want to tell me about those, certainly feel free to let me know. And yeah, we can go from there. Jin says, Cheryl did lose it, lit a fire and called it a cleansing of sorts. Ha 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 ha. Good one. President A says, Jughead will dump B to hook up with Veronica is my theory. Ooh, I wonder. Trouble in paradise, for sure. Yeah, it's funny. My frame of mind when it comes to any sort of thing like this is very teenagery. I've been watching a lot of SLOTAT recently, and if you don't know what SLOTAT is, it is an acronym for Secret Life of the American Teenager. So there's a lot of like rumors that are going around in that show at the moment. I know it's an old show, but it's like, ooh, someone's going to break up with someone. Anyway, let's get back to the comments. Alias says, what's your favorite show right now? Oh, that is such a good question, Alias. It really does depend on my mood and the day, and I know that's a cop-out, but it's very much true. So yeah, so whilst I am binge watching Secret Life of the American Teenager at the moment, my favorite show out of the shows that I'm reviewing would have to actually be the two funny ones, oddly enough. As much as I love my mysteries, they would have to be Will and Grace and The Good Place. Especially when it comes to The Good Place, there is an English lady in that show who's never acted in anything before in her life, but she plays the role of Tahani, and I love her so much. So yeah, I love those two shows. I think they are just really great and make me laugh so much. As far as mystery shows are concerned, it's a tough one to say which one is my favorite at the moment. But if I had to choose between the two big ones we're covering at the moment, between Mr. Mercedes and American Horror Story, oh, some guys might not like this, but I'm going to have to go with American Horror Story after the last couple of weeks because we've had way more reveals with American Horror Story, so I've enjoyed it more. Okay. What else do we have? Jin says, Veronica likes Betty. Yes, she does. President A says, mine is The Good Place. Only started watching it tonight and I love it. I know, right, President A? Like, how great is that show? And like you, like, I was recommended to watch it. I watched the first, I think, 2 episodes, and then I just couldn't stop. I just had to keep watching it. It was so good. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Jin Cat says, Emily loved Ali from elementary school. Exactly right. Alias says, yeah, there you go, Francois. I thought you'd like that, Alias. Yeah, you've won me over. I persisted with AHS and I'm really loving it at the moment because we've had 2 episodes back to back that have had so many great moments and reveals, and despite the fact that it is graphic, I'm loving the countless reveals that we've been getting. So it's made it really exciting for me. Yay, Jin Cat is back. That is so cool. Woo! Yeah, so there we go. Oh, yes, while we are here as well, I want to wish a very happy birthday to our favorite Miss Ellen from comment below and let me know it's her birthday. So a big hip hip hooray to Ellen for her very special day today. And it was Sarah's birthday not too long ago either. So happy birthday to Sarah for her birthday not so long ago. Jin had to get a fuse to charge the cell in the car. No problems at all, Jin. You should have seen me the other day in the Facebook group. I was doing a live chat. I was going out to the shops and I was doing a lovely, live Facebook chat. And seriously, I had all types of troubles with my phone, including the fact that the battery was overheating. It was so ridiculous. But you've made it back, Jin Cass, so well done. Alias says, going back to the smiley face killings, the killings were happening all around the country, like a group were doing it. Yeah, so I don't like the fact that it's actually based on something that's real. That makes it rather scary. But a big happy birthday to Ellen, absolutely, and a happy late birthday to Sarah. Yes, absolutely, I agree. President A says, is Emma Roberts still in AHS? So Emma Roberts is the girl that played Chanel, right? In Scream Queens, I do believe so. Yeah, wonderful. No, she's not in it anymore. I think she was there for like an episode or 2 episodes. And then unfortunately, without giving too much away, she sort of met her demise. So she's not around anymore. But it was good having her in the show while she was there. It's hard for me to not link actors or actresses to other shows I've seen them in. So when I saw her, I was like, oh my God, it's Chanel. Hello, Chanel. And then Chanel met her demise, and that was the end of Chanel, unfortunately. But there we go. Yeah. All right, guys. So we're going to be here for about another 15 minutes. So if there's anything else that you guys would like to discuss, certainly, well, as the channel suggests, comment below and let me know. I do want to take this moment to remind each and every one of you that if you would like to get in touch with me privately, you can through Facebook. Anything you want to discuss about the channel or anything else, indeed, feel free to do so. I'm always open to discussions with anyone that wants to bring up anything. I don't know what just happened there, but have I lost connection? I hope not. If you guys can still hear me, can you type yes, I can hear you? I'd really appreciate that. Because I think I may have just suddenly lost connection. I don't know what happened there. Oh, President A can hear me. Oh, excellent. Well, that's good. Thank you, President A. I appreciate it. Yes, Tori, I am literally checking it right now. So I will check that out, and if that works, then we can certainly talk about that. So let's see. Yeah, so while we've got about, I'd say, 15, 14 minutes left, if there's anything else you guys want to discuss, certainly leave it in the comments section while I'm just quickly checking up on something, and I will come back and address all of them when I get back, and then we will have our lovely moment of silence. Alias, another reason why we keep mentioning you is because Alias came up with the moment of silence. So whether you're there or not, Alias, I'm calling it the Alias moment of silence these days. So there you go. Oh, that's not what I'm after. Okay. So I will. Okay. Yeah, Jim Cat can hear me as well. She lost it for a second too, but she can hear me. Yay. Alias says, I don't know if you know, but around this time last year, clowns were popping up around the country. We even had a clown local. She was called Flomo Clown. Oh, there you go. I was not aware of that. Makes it a little bit real, doesn't it? Okay. One minute. Okay. So, what we are going to do while we count down to 2 a.m. is I'm going to ask a couple of very quick questions and make a very quick comment below and let me know trivial game. Yay! How much fun is that? Okay. So, let's start off with question number 1. If I am talking about something that has to do with still being there and knowing what you did, what would I be referring to? Talking about still being there and knowing what you did. What am I referring to? Comment below and let me know.
Okay, looks like I'm back for a bit.
Do you know the answer, Angels, I wonder?
What?
Our little trivial game. If I was referring to still being here and knowing everything, what would I be referring to?
A.
And in a
Obviously.
more general sense?
Pretty Little Liars.
Correct. But Tori got in there first. Well done, Tori. I am still here and I know everything. Hey, absolutely.
That is such an iconic text. Do you remember that first one outside the funeral? And it's like, I'm still here, bitches, and I know everything.
Yeah, I still come across little things nowadays that make me smile. Like, for example, when Aria gets a text in class, apparently you can see Mona has her hands under her desk.
Oh, can you? Yeah, you see, I love little things like that on rewatches. That's what I've been picking up when I do rewatches of shows.
I didn't know. I read that recently. I was like, oh my God, I missed that. That's well done. Yeah.
It's quite nice that they put little details like that in there, actually, come to think of it.
Yeah. Yeah, so I agree. So I said to everyone that we're going to be here till 2 my time, which is about another 10 minutes, only because of these blasted time zones, I'll tell you what. Maybe one day I can do an 8-hour chat, but if I was to do that, I'd have to start during the dang Australian time.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. I mean, God, because it's super late there now, right?
Yeah,
like
10 to 2 in the morning. So
exactly. Well, no, that's fine. And I mean, I have got a conference call at in between 1/4 and 1/2 anyway, so that's fine.
Excellent. So yes, we are giving big shout outs. Thank you for reminding me, Tori, to Ellen, whose birthday it is today. And Angels might actually know how to say this word. What is it? Gefeliciteerd?
Gefeliciteerd, yeah.
Thank you. It's so sad, everyone. My mother's Dutch. Angel's parents aren't Dutch, and yet Angels can say it much better than I can.
Yeah, but it's called having a Dutch boyfriend. You know what I mean? It gives you an unfair advantage. It's spelt like that. I've just put it in the YouTube chat.
Yeah.
It means happy birthday.
Do you want to then pronounce the word again and then tell everyone what it translates to?
Yeah, sure. It's gefeliciteerd. And it translates. It's a way of congratulating someone on their birthday, basically. So it's like our equivalent of happy birthday. Gefeliciteerd, they say.
Yeah, very good. So very big happy birthday to Ellen, who is Dutch. That's why we're saying that, and to Sarah, who had her birthday a couple of days ago. A big
happy birthday and gefeliciteerd. Can't even say it. Gefeliciteerd to Ellen and happy birthday to Sarah. Oh, Alias just said something. He had to be taken out of a football for a bit.
I'm sorry, what?
Because he fractured his. Oh, that sounds painful, Alias. I'm sorry to hear that.
Earbone. Ouch. I'm so sorry to hear that, Alias.
Oh, like you mean the coccyx thing at the bottom of your spine? That's super painful.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh no, poor Alias. Oh well, you know, on the upside, at least we get you more.
That's true.
You can join more chats because you're going to have some time off football.
Oh, well, rest up, Alias. You've been doing very well with your football, I must add. Quite a few wins there as well, I must say. So well done. But yes, certainly get some rest. And I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah. Gosh, it's tough to avoid injury. I think with any sport, but still, it's when it happens. Oh, goyam. Okay. Do we have anything else? Yeah, even continue practice for 30 minutes. Wow. Now that's dedication, Alias.
Yeah, definitely. Well, he has been pretty dedicated. This is why we've sort of missed him in the chats. But like I said, at least we're going to get him back. He can moderate. Let's see if we have more trolls show up so that we can keep Alias busy.
Yes. Very much so. Okay. Anything else going on before we have our moment of silence? Our Alias moment of silence, I should say. Not that I can see. Yeah. Jim says, lucky you can walk, be careful, Alias. Yes. Tori says, I'm sorry you got hurt. Alias says, thanks, guys. Oh, that's so lovely. Okay, all right, guys. So, very naughty person. I'm trying to do two things at once over here. Yes, definitely remember that symbol, Alias, for sure, the devil symbol.
Oh, what you mean from emoji?
Yes, but also Alias used to use that in our pre-Elias chats.
Oh, yeah, okay, because of emoji. Do you know, this is still a question that's on my mind, and I can't remember whether we've discussed it since. But why it was emoji one of Alex's helpers in the because why was she doing emojis on one set of text and then not on the others then? Yes, like if it was meant to be both her. The
flaming fire is roaring up inside me.
Yeah, I know. But do you know, because it would make sense if it was, say, a helper or Sydney or something. You know what I mean? Or was it meant to be Alex? She was just doing emojis in one section and not in the other.
Okay, seriously? Okay, in my mind, it was Lucas.
Oh, don't start with it in my mind. Oh God. Oh no. So Tori brings up a good point, right? So apparently, like, so she thinks that emoji was Ren, and then Ren was turned into the diamond, and Alex showed up with no emojis.
There we go.
And oh right. Oh, so she's rewatching season 7, so she'd be more clued up than us.
Yeah. Keep going.
And Aileen said we never found out who it was.
Feel free to talk about PLL. Keep going, Angels. I'm back in one moment. Go to town on PLL.
Yeah, sure. No.
Right.
I will. I won't go to town too much, or I'll be here bitching all night. Tori, he was the one in the masks. So is that true, Tori? Was he meant to be? So he was meant to be like the guy in the what's it called? Do you know, the cop outfit who attacked Ali and that kind of thing? And he was also meant to be the guy? He was dressed up as like a hotel porter in an old man's mask and stuff. Oh, okay. And you know, do you remember when they were investigating? See, all of this has confused me since. I haven't done a rewatch. I might do it. But do you remember when Ali and whoever was, Hannah and someone else, were in? They had to lock themselves in. They were in Sarah Harvey's room, basically, at the Radley, and they were investigating, and it was like a real shithole. There was stuff everywhere, and then they had to lock themselves in the wardrobe. And the maid came in, but then we found out it wasn't actually a maid, it was someone wearing a mask. So who was the maid in the mask? Because it was obviously female. Or was that meant to be Ren as well, dressed as a woman? Or was it meant to be Alex? Okay, so it's ran out till Hannah's kidnapped. See, do you know what? I think I'm going to rewatch season 7 as well. The maid was Alex. Oh, right. Okay. All right. I wish it was Maya. I wish they brought back Maya. So, Alias, you cheeky little so-and-so, you've been the 10 Commandments killer all along, and I didn't even know. Oh, well, you have me fooled at least. Okay, so the maid is Alex, but the other guys in the mask were Ren. Got it. But you see, what I don't understand is Ren was actually in England when some people in masks showed up as well, wasn't he? So, like, the timeline's all screwed up and doesn't really make that much sense. But what's new there? Yeah, you know what? Later on tonight, I'm going to get a nice glass of wine, make a nice dinner, and then sit down afterwards and start rewatching season 7, just to see if it makes any more sense to me at all. But it could go one of two ways. Either I'm like, oh, right, now I understand it more, or it will just trigger me into a frothing rage again. And then I'll remember all the reasons why I want to punch Marlene. And Marlene, if you're listening, yes, you can thumbs down this again like you did last time. Yes, really. Oh, right, okay, Alias, I'll go and have a look. If you go back and look at the fan-made promos he made for American Horror Story, there's some hidden commandments. Oh, okay.
Ooh. Trace says, yep, I remember vaguely Alex saying Ren went to Rosewood to find Cece's killer. Ooh, know about that one.
Oh, really? So Ren was actually in Rosewood when he was meant to be in England, yeah. Basically. Okay, yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Still trying to work out how the hell they saw Maya in wherever the hell they saw her. Not Maya. What am I saying? Maya. Aria in wherever the section was. Where was she? It wasn't New Haven. It was New something.
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. So I knew it was New something. I've got New Haven on the brain. Yeah. In New Hampshire. How the heck did they see it? Like, that's what made me think Aria was AD, because I thought it's Aria's twin, and that's how they go picture. How the heck did they see Aria in New Hampshire?
Was it like Alex, like wearing a mask or something? Was it meant to be?
Oh, God, how lame! I'm sorry.
I didn't really understand that, and I didn't really see the point in it. Like, I didn't really see that they could have easily got her off the hook in a way that was semi-believable. You know, Gin Cat's like season 7 will never make sense. Yep.
How are we still so angry? How can a show be?
I know. No, but you see, if Ren was an emoji and Alex was the one not sending emojis, that would at least make more sense that it was two separate people.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas if it was Alex, why would she be doing emojis and then suddenly go, oh my God, no, I'm just not going to do emojis anymore?
Yeah.
One more thing I'm going to quickly ask Tori is, since she's doing the rewatch, so she'll probably know more. We were supposed to think that Jenna was working, like the Braille book and things like that, was working for AD, but that she didn't know who AD was. As in, she was sort of anonymously working for AD. Is that right? Because otherwise, it's a bit like you said, Francois. Do you remember it? That she would have known all along, and then suddenly, like it's the whole the whole episode takes place, and then just suddenly at the end she goes, "Oh my God!" Like it's Spencer's twins AD.
Oh, Jenna.
Like, what? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So totally don't understand that at all. Yeah. I don't know. And what the nearly swore there, getting angry. What the heck did she read in that damn Braille book?
I think that she, well, I don't even know what the Braille book entailed, but that's what I'm saying. So she was working for AD without knowing who AD was.
Oh, wow. Was anyone shocked that Alias was the Ten Commandments killer? Yes, very shocked. And more pleasantly surprised than I was to see that AD was Alex.
Yes, indeed.
I love that.
It was a much better reveal.
I love what Jin wrote. Right, Alex wore an Arya mask.
Yeah. Well, that's probably what she will say. She'd probably be like, yeah, it was. Oh, yeah, that was a realistic mask. Yeah. I hate the way they went there in the first place with those realistic masks, because anyone could be anyone. Do you know what I mean? You could be like, oh yeah, Alex was the cop that attacked Ali. Yeah, it was just a realistic mask. Like, oh god.
There you go. Tori's answered your question, by the way. If you want to have a look at the chat.
So she didn't know it was Alex. Okay, right. So but she was working for AD without knowing who AD was. Yeah, obviously, because otherwise it would have taken her to the end of the finale, and then suddenly she goes, "Oh, by the way, AD is Spencer's twin." Like, what? She heard Spencer but smelled AD. Yeah. So basically, AD was found out. Alex Drake was discovered by Jenna and a horse.
By a horse and
Jenna and a horse, and that's all it took to crack the mystery of blind girl and a sodding horse. Well, there was actually her riding the horse at the beginning, and someone said in one of our chats before, do you remember, maybe that was like a sort of a prediction of like what was to come?
Yeah, for sure. The Braille book was probably the end game board game, not all the information. Ah, interesting theory.
Alias also said that he came up with a murder mystery, but I don't know if he should share it. I think you should definitely share it, Alias. Why not? You could stick it in the group or something, couldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Too many masks. God, I totally agree, Jin. So absolutely ridiculous.
That was just ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes, and Alias before, when we were in a hangout and he was going off to a concert with his dad. So I'm glad it was good. I haven't been to a concert in ages. Actually, well, except for like a classical one.
It's nearly been a year. Well, actually, in 2 months, it will have been a year since I've been to a concert. But prior to that one, it had been something like 5 years since I've been to a concert.
God, that's been ages. You should definitely go. Concerts are so much fun. I actually like the big open air ones, that have multiple acts. Yeah. Ones they do in like Hyde Park in London and places like that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they're pretty cool. I think the tough thing with open air though is you have to get the acoustics right. Because if you don't, I mean, it just sort of flies away in the wind.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, if you can, then it's really good. Jin Cat, because blind people ride horses without a lead or guide.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the thing is, I don't understand why Jenna had to stay blind. Anyway, like I wanted her to be able to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too. I think we've lost Angels again. Okay, no problems at all. Okay. So guys.
No, I'm here. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, excellent. No problems. Keep going. We are just about to do the moment of silence. I'm just dealing with some behind the scenes that I'm going to bring to the forefront very soon. So keep going.
Fine. Okay. Alias, is there a serial killer who's killing people based on other famous serial killers? Good idea. Yeah, well, copycat crimes are like a thing anyway. Like, there's been quite a few like copycat murders that sometimes police or whatever, especially if they've happened in similar areas, have actually associated thinking it's a serial killer, and what it actually is separate killers, but who get inspired by other murders or whatever, and actually commit copycat crimes, which is a bit sick, but yeah, it is actually a thing. I think it's a good idea, really. Yes. A bit like the smiley face thing that we were talking about earlier. So yeah.
Okay. I think I'm ready to review.
Okay.
Just refreshing, and it's not coming up yet for some reason. I don't know why.
Jin.
Sorry?
The Vegas Killer didn't check into the house at Lollapalooza. The only reason I'm here. Oh, good. Thank goodness. Stay safe. My God.
Thank goodness. Yeah.
That was such a terrible thing. I mean, I haven't heard what his have they found out any further what the motive was for that, or did he just literally have a psychotic episode or something? Because I mean, yeah, when I saw that, I was like, is it some sort of, you know, like very extreme right wing kind of terrorists? You know, like people who like to just cleanse, you know, get these crazy ideas of sort of ethnic cleansing and that kind of thing. But then why would he just open fire? I don't know. It's still very, very twisted, very screwed up. There was a movie called Coffee Cat, says Jifa. Oh, I don't think I've seen that. Presumably about copycat murders or copycat crimes, which I haven't seen. Tori. What is there? There's a video. Tori was saying there's a video of a second shooter on the ground in the crowd with an automatic. So what you're saying is he had an associate, because I didn't read that, but God, scary. No, I don't know what's wrong with the guy. I know that their investigation is still underway, so they might end up uncovering motives. I mean, maybe he was associated with sort of a crazy cult or a group or something. You know, you never know, do you?
That's true.
And I think the problem as well with people who keep themselves to themselves, by all accounts, people said that he was, you know, he didn't sort of, you know, he wasn't overly kind of chatty or whatever. He kept himself to himself, just got on with things. But the problem is when people keep themselves to themselves, it's a bit like in Britain when the MP Joe Cox was murdered by a far right-wing extremist. What happened was that he was very, very quiet and not very assuming, and so he flew under the radar kind of thing. Because nobody, ultimately, you know, this goes for all of us, nobody knows what goes on behind closed doors, you know. And when they went into his house, they eventually discovered like Nazi propaganda and like lots of sort of links to far right groups and that kind of thing. So we obviously took his inspiration from that. But it's because people didn't, you know, never went around his house, didn't know him that well, and he kept himself to himself, and all that was going on, which is scary, horrible. So Ajif was also just saying about the movie called Copycat. 1995 with Sigourney Weaver. She's a damn good actress, actually. And Harry Connick Jr. Good but kind of dated. You should watch it. Yeah, I'm good but dated as well, Jifa, so I'm sure it would be quite a good match. It isn't getting attention. Ooh, Tori, that video, if there's like images of a second shooter and stuff, I'm so shocked that that isn't already like doing the rounds and a huge deal. I have no idea why. He was in a security uniform, but he was not a security guard, so it wasn't like he was trying to. That's really weird. Yeah, I really don't know what's going on with that guy. I'm just going to wait and see, and you know, when the investigation is, you know, where it goes, and we'll sort of see what ends up coming of it. So what was it? Francois, are you here, by the way? I don't know if he is. He mentioned, I don't know if any of you guys know, he mentioned that there was a scene in, what was it? Was it American Horror Story? The scene that you said that they were refilming because it was too similar. Oh, right, American Horror Story, okay. It's quite nice that they had the sensitivity enough to do that, I think.
Yeah, I'm still listening. I'm dipping in and out while working on this thing behind the scenes. But yeah, it was American Horror Story. Next week, they were meant to have a scene with this guy opening fire to a group of people. But because of what happened in Las Vegas, it's obviously rather touchy. So what they've ultimately ended up doing is they've gone back, edited out that scene, and done some reshooting, all within the space of a week. So yeah, it's been a rather interesting week for those involved in American Horror Story season 7. But yeah, if you want to continue talking about that or anything else, I'll be back very, very soon.
Yeah, sure. Okay. I'll just keep rambling to you guys about, because I saw that, Francois, you just put in the chat, if you could make one person AD, who would it be? Jin's gone for Ella. That would be quite funny, but she was out of a lot of the episodes, so I'm not sure whether she could pull it off. I would still have taken Ella over Alex, to be honest. I would have pretty much taken anyone over Alex. I would have taken Ren, I would have taken Melissa, I would have taken Jenna, I would have even taken Shower Harvey over Alex, to tell you the truth. But if I had to make one person AD, I think I'd probably go for, I think I'd probably go for someone really dramatic. I would either make it Hannah or something, like really unexpected, and then go back to the whole, like, when they were alluding to the fact she was super smart but no one knew kind of thing. I think I would make it one of the girls. I would have also loved it if Aria was AD, to be honest. I would have liked, or the Aria not necessarily AD, but that she was mentally ill, and I would have dragged in the whole Radley and Eddie Lamb recognizing her there and stuff, and her staring into mirrors all the time. Oh, it's going to snow soon in Denver, says Jim Cat. Oh, I miss snow. I love snow. Who would you kiss, kill, and marry in PLL in that order? So I think I'd go. Who would I kiss? Jason. Hello. Well, Jason stroke Caleb. Kill. Probably Alex Drake, to be honest. No, actually, sorry. Jason stroke Caleb, Marlene, and then who would I marry? Jason's a bit intense to marry. He'd be a bit of a pain. I think I'd probably marry Caleb. He'd be a great husband. Yeah, Marlene's on my kill list, definitely. Oh yes, no, actually, Francois, you're right. I wouldn't have minded Ezra being bumped off in the final episode. So because like I said, I wanted a dramatic death, and he was just turned into a douchebag. So would have been quite happy with that. And then Arya could have lived happily ever after with Jason. Yeah, Jin Cat, I agree with you. I think Arya could have fit AD, and I think as well they did the whole, with the black and red outfit, the black swan, which alluded to the cover of the book, where the dancer is mentally ill and has split personality or whatever it was, multiple personality disorder, and sort of psychotic episodes and things like that. So I think Arya, that would have been fun if they revealed something like that around Arya. If you could mix a gay relationship, one character from 2 shows, who would it be and why? God, Connor is a great character from How to Get Away with Murder. So if we're talking gay males, I'd say Connor and I can't believe they didn't have gay males in Pretty Little Liars. It's absolutely ridiculous. Connor and Lucas might be quite fun together if Lucas was gay, which he obviously is, but whatever. They didn't make him gay in the show. Connor and Lucas, I would ship, I think. Be quite a fun mix. Kevin and Connor, maybe? Kevin from Riverdale, Connor from How to Get Away with Murder. Actually, you know what? Lucas from Pretty Little Liars and Oliver from How to Get Away with Murder, because they would geek out together. They're both like proper nerds, aren't they? And like computer geeks. Yeah, Lucas and Ollie would go really well. They could like just have like geeking out evenings together and like go to Comic-Con and stuff. I think females as well. Like I'd like to see Bitchy Ali and Bitchy Ali as a gay character with Joaquin and Nile. Yeah, Joaquin. I like Joaquin as a character. I hope that him and Kevin's relationship isn't over, because I like how they're sort of from different sides of the track. And, you know, you've got the complication that obviously Kevin's dad is the sheriff and stuff. And then he's in and Joaquin's in the Serpents, and it's all a bit dodgy. Lucas and the blonde guy from the Werewolf show. Is that Teen Wolf you're talking about, Jinkat? I don't actually watch a werewolf show, so I'm not quite sure about that. But to be honest, I would quite like Betty, because she's like really goody, but also really quite dark. And then with Bitchy Ali, that would be quite fun. Yeah, Teen Wolf. Okay, Teen Wolf. Yeah, I've seen that on Netflix, but I've never actually watched it, so I don't know whether it's any good or whether I should. What does the show need to remain interesting? Yeah, a good mystery. I'd go with that. I was going to say like dramatic deaths, but I don't think it's just that. It's not really. Yes, okay, you know, that can add another dimension. But I feel like the most important part of getting rid of someone is actually then to solve the mystery afterwards. So I think a good mystery as well. Yeah, and good characters. And obviously actors who can actually act, because there's nothing worse, especially if it's quite a serious scene or quite intense and mysterious, if like they're as wooden as, you know, a plank and really unbelievable. I mean, actually, you know, let's be honest, she's absolutely stunning, but Shay Mitchell at first was a really, really poor actor in my view. She came a long way though, and she really, really improved as the seasons went on. But she just looked like permanently like in pain for the first season. Excuse me.
Yes, all good ones. I like that. Do casting directors need to cast TV pretty actors for a show to be considered watchable?
You mean do they have to be physically ridiculously perfect and attractive?
Yes.
No, in my opinion. I actually think that it makes it more believable to have a varied cast, and also different different ethnic backgrounds and stuff as well, to have a mix of people, you know, different mixes of sexualities, and also to incorporate various struggles related to all different topics into the show as well, because it fleshes it out and it gives it more a three-dimensional sort of appeal.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it can just be a bit shallow, and you just think, well, you know, real life's not like this. You know what I mean? You know, when you don't walk down the high street and walk past people like Drew Van Acker. You know what I mean? He'd literally stop traffic. Are you joking? It's like having an entirely beautiful cast is a bit like, oh, please. And like they never have an off day. They wake up and their makeup's not like smeared all over their face. Everything's perfect. They just wake up in the morning and they're like, oh, hi, you know, the salon hair. Oh, please. I think that actually takes away from the reality of shows. So I quite like ones that mix it up and make it a little bit more realistic.
Yeah. No, I completely agree on that one. Yeah, and if anyone else has any other questions, certainly let me know. We are probably going to finish this off soon. Whoa! We got a few things happening here.
So, right, I have to wrap. Yep. I have to wrap things up, I'm afraid, shortly, because I need to make. Well, I'm on a call in 7 minutes, so.
Yeah, we do. No problems at all. All right, you can definitely wrap things up if you need to, Angels. That's totally fine.
Okay.
Thank you for being with us. Everyone, please thank our UK correspondent, Angels, for joining us.
Good to be here. Sorry about the intermittent cough, but there we go. Yeah, no, thanks for having me on. And what I'll do is I'll keep the chat open for a little bit, and I'll watch on YouTube. I'll be in the side chat because I'm waiting for it. I'll have to wait anyway for a Skype call. So, but yeah, so I'll say bye for now, and I will see you guys in the chat in a minute.
No problems at all.
Okay, bye.
All right. Thank you. See you. All right, guys, we are not too far away from ending this. I'm just dealing with a little surprise on the side. And I'm going to reveal all of that to you guys very shortly. I'm very intrigued to reveal this to you guys. But yeah, leave your final comments and questions in the section, the comment below and let me know section. Then we'll come back and do the Alias moment of silence, and then I will reveal the surprise to all of you. So, any last final words? Certainly from me, I want to thank all of you for being here with us today. It's been a lot of fun. So leave your comments and I'll be right back. Give me 1 minute and I'll be right back with you. All right, guys, sorry about the delay. I am back. Thank you very much to all of you for sticking out this little party that we're having. Just going to read through a couple of comments. Tori says, I think they should have an even amount of looks in the cast. Yes, definitely, completely agree. Gorgeous to okay. Yeah, absolutely makes it more realistic. Jin Cat agrees. There's a mixture of beautiful and okay looking. My kitty cat likes your voices. Aww, that's so cute. Hi, kitty cat. What's kitty cat's name? Tori says bye to Angels. Yes, thank you, Angels. Thank you very much for co-hosting with me. It was great having you here. Alias says, thanks for this, y'all. You're so welcome, Alias. We're about to go into a moment of silence. GFA's to take off. Thank you for joining us, GFA. Really appreciate it. It was great having you back in the chat today. Thank you. Yes, there's a little surprise coming up in just a moment. Jen says, I hope Francois looked at the vlogs I suggested. I need to, Tori. Sorry, Tori. I need to talk about Tori in a moment. Jen, I need to look at that. If you can send me the actual link for it, I would really appreciate it. I'm going to look it up because that guy sounds amazing. Yeah. Okay, and his name is Kit. Oh, excellent. Her name is Kit. Yay. Hi, Kit. Thank you so much for listening to us. We're glad you like our voices. All right, so we're going to take a moment of silence. This moment of silence is brought to you by Alias. Alias, reveal the mystery within. Okay, today's moment of silence is going to be one filled with love across our family. It's definitely a personal one. I'm so happy this channel is still going. I'm so happy to have all of you here in the room with me, whether you came for the first 2 minutes, whether you've stayed with me the whole time, whether you came late. You guys are amazing, and there's been such an outpouring of love from everyone. So today's moment of silence is going to be focusing on love and spreading love throughout. Comment below and let me know to all our beautiful family members. And our moment of silence starts now. Thank you all very, very much. That was lovely. Feel the love from here in very dark and quiet Melbourne, Australia. So thank you very much. I love that, holding our hands around the world. It is beautiful. Well, I did promise a little surprise, and I'm very touched by this, actually. So as you know, I've had my own design for the cover art for Comment Below and Let Me Know. And I've had it up there for quite some time. And I've enjoyed having it up there. We've had a few questions on there. None of them are really relevant anymore. One of them says, who the heck is AD? I mean, not really relevant anymore at all. But one of our very own, Tori from Comment Below and Let Me Know, has actually fashioned and designed a new banner for all of us here at Comment Below and Let Me Know. And it is already up. So if you go and look at the banner on my channel, you will see the new banner that has been placed there by Tori. Comment below and let me know, family. Comment below and let me know with your host, Francois Thurston. It is absolutely wonderful. I want to say thank you, Tori, for creating this for me. It was such a wonderful surprise. I hope you all get the chance to check it out and let Tori know what she thinks. I think it's beautiful. It's very vibrant. I absolutely love it. So big love, hugs, and thanks to you, Tori. It is absolutely beautiful. If anyone ever wants to send me anything, like any designs or artwork or anything at all, I love seeing what people have created. Some people have sent me little snippets of books they've worked on. Some people have sent me other art things that aren't for me to put on the banner. They've just sent it to me. And I love seeing it. But this was for the channel, and I really appreciate it, Tori. So big hugs and kisses to you. Thank you. I definitely appreciate it. And Alias is saying, oh, I love it, Tori. Yay. Where are we? Tori's saying you're welcome. Jin says she'll have to see it, and so sweet, Tori. Yeah, very sweet of her. Definitely check it out. Let me know what you think. Let her know what you think, because I think it is absolutely beautiful. Yeah, okay. Where are we? Sorry, guys. I'm losing my place. Tori says, XOXO, yay. Alias has a new symbol, which is a skull. Awesome. And Tori says, thank you. Gosh, you're welcome. Thank you, Tori. That is absolutely beautiful. That is going to hang on the comment below and let me know homepage from now on. I feel truly touched that one of the comment below and let me know members has actually created a banner for the channel. I think that's lovely. So thank you. Thank you very, very much. Very talented, Tori. All right, guys, I want to say big love and big hugs and kisses to all of you. I have been truly touched and blessed by every single comment that I've received from you guys over the past 24 hours. And it has been really, I have to say, life-changing, seeing everything that you guys have had to say. This channel was on the brink of extinction, and it has been brought back to life. And I thank you all. I brought about this channel as a way to interact with you guys. This channel is not, as I say, about me. It is about us. And not a day goes by where I don't realize that it's thanks to you guys that this channel continues to run. So from the bottom of my heart, a big, big, massive thank you and hugs and kisses to you all, without which we would not have comment below and let me know. So thank you, thank you, thank you to you all. Well, I was saying, are we allowed to curse? I'd prefer if you didn't curse, Alias, but provided you're not being intentionally offensive towards someone, then I'm happy to let that slide. But if you're cursing in a way that is offensive to someone, then that falls under the hate section, and that's not allowed. But cursing in general is fine, provided it's not coming with hate. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I think that's a funny, humorous note to end it on, so I'm going to do that. Love, hugs, and kisses to you all. Make love and not war, and spread the love, and you all know how. That's going to be my final question. How do we spread the love? On comment below and let me know. What do we do today? What does Francois always say? Do this today. Do that today. But do this one thing today, because that's what Francois says at the end of every video. What does he say? Let me know. I'm going to wait till I see if someone gets the answer. Make love and not war, and do what else today? Ooh, people are scratching their heads going, I don't know. What else does Francois say? He says, make love and not war, and something else. That's right, angels. Give someone you love a hug today. Absolutely right, angels. That's right, Jin, as well. And yes, you're right as well, Alias. I haven't said that for a while. Two can keep a secret if one of them is 80. Gosh, that takes me back. Wow. Guys, you're amazing. Lots of hugs and kisses. I'm so sorry I have to go, but it is rather late here in Australia. Thank you so much for all of your support, and I hope to see you in another live chat very, very, very soon. Mwah. Bye.